Happy PJ Party Monday, everybody, and welcome to our Hydrasession Happiness event. It is the quarterly event where we literally kind of put together all the things you've been learning as you've been growing in your skincare regime with your brand ambassador. Tonight, we're going to put it all together, okay? And so we are so excited. We only do this once a quarter. It's at the end of June, the end of September, the end of December, and the end of March. So it always happens on the the last Monday at the end of the quarter, okay? So keep your eyes open. Once you have the materials and you have the gist of it, you can follow along with us and do it quarterly. One of the reasons we do it quarterly is because it's a lot of stuff. So before we start, legal disclaimers. I'm the lawyer, so we have to have some legal disclaimers, okay? Number one thing to keep in mind is we're going to be using a lot of different types of products in just one sitting today. So if you have sensitive skin, you may want to use some things on your hands only. If there's other things going on, you're breastfeeding. Alicia's going to be representing the breastfeeding mamas. So we're going to let you know when there's certain things that you're not going to want to mix and mingle with when you're breastfeeding. Any other things like that are going on, be aware of that at any point as you're going through, especially most of you have probably tried 2 to 3 of the things individually that we're going to use. So you already know you don't have a reaction to them, but especially when it comes to like something new, or if this is your very first thing with Mary Kay, when we say, ding, 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 this is a highly sensitive product, or this is a strong product, you may want to say, let me just try this one on my hand instead. Okay. This is an ultra exfoliating treatment and should not be done more than once every 3 months. If you're working with a brand ambassador, she will always let you know when we're having our Hydra session. So you can just follow along with us and do it once a quarter with us live on this YouTube channel or in this Facebook group. However, each product can be used individually on separate nights as part of your regular skincare regime. And as we go through, we'll share with you and show you, okay, but normally I would do this on Monday. Normally I would do this on Wednesday. Normally I would do this on Friday. So we're going to let you know that. Now you're going to notice we're going to use a lot of products all together, but they're all Mary Kay products, of course. Okay. We know without a shadow of a doubt that Mary Kay products are meant to work together, even across different lines. So it's okay for us to mix a little bit of our Timewise repair line with some Timewise 3D things, with some clear proof things, with some Timewise repair things. So you're going to see that happen throughout this Hydra session. However, I cannot tell you that if you have a charcoal mask from some other line, you can just throw it in and mix and mingle and create a Hydra session on your own. I highly do not recommend that, okay? And so we know that Mary Kay products can work together, but we're not sure about everything else, okay? And so we're going to be doing some live raffles throughout our time together. And so we want to hear from you. Make sure you're commenting throughout the event. Kim, in addition to being on screen with us, is also our raffle mistress, okay? And she is going to be making sure to get you into the raffle for every live event, every live comment you make during the live event. If you're watching the replay, yay, we're so excited. You got to be live to win the raffles, but we're just grateful that you're here watching the replay and hanging out with us. Throughout our time together, you're going to get to know us and we're going to get to know you. We're excited. Many of you, this is not your first experience with Mary Kay, I'm assuming, but we're excited that you are here experiencing Mary Kay again. All right, you guys. So those are the legal disclaimers. As we start to get ready, I'm so curious. Let us know in the comments. Have you ever heard of a Hydra session before your consultant invited you to be on? If so, what have you heard about it? What do you know? Just so you guys are aware and waiting, I just want to go through the products and samples you probably have near you. And actually, I need to do that too. Kim, fill up some hot water, okay? And so things that you're going to want to have near you, all right? I like to have a pen and paper because we're going to use so much stuff that if you put something on your skin and you're like, oh, I love how that feels. I like what she said about that. And by the time we're all done at the end of our time together, you might not remember you liked it. So you might want to have a pen and paper handy so that you can kind of remember what you like, okay? So you're going to want to have that, all right? Things that you have sample-wise or that we're going to talk about and you may not have the samples of, but it is totally okay. First and foremost, we're going to use some eye makeup remover today. We're going to use large size. Of course, if you're a Mary Kay customer, you may already have the full size. or you may have been sent a small size, or you may not have been sent that. It's totally okay. It's fine. We're going to talk about it though. All right. We're going to talk about micellar water. These are our pre-washes we always do prior to beauty experiences. If you are using the Timewise 3D line and you're subbing in, you may be using a 4-in-1 cleanser, but we actually recommend and tend to use the Timewise Repair Foaming Facial Cleanser during Hydra sessions, even if you don't use it regularly. Okay. We're going to be using microdermabrasion, step 1, the refine. So you'll see this amongst your samples. If you got samples, you'll see that too. We're going to be using the charcoal mask. Okay. We also, those of us that are live or using Mary Kay regularly, we're going to use our masking brush for all the things. We're also going to be using satin lips. If you got samples, your lips might have come, your satin lips might have come in something like this, and it'll say lips 1 and lip 2. So we're going to be going through, if you're full size satin lips, you've got that. We're going to be using our Revealing Radiance facial peel. So we've got the full size, you probably have samples. We're going to be using hydrogel eye patches. This is another one that you may or may not have samples of because, you know, sometimes the samples are hard to get their hands on, but we're going to be using the full size. You likely do not have a sample of our nourishing oil, but we will be using the nourishing oil. We're going to talk to you about it. Most likely your consultant did not send you a sample because it's not supposed to be sampled out. And then we're going to be using our Timewise moisture renewing gel mask. Okay. And we're all going to sleep with this. And most likely you have samples of this. All right. So I think that's everything. I'm going to get my water up and running. PETA says she's never heard of a Hydra session. Ooh, all right. So you are going to love this. As a reminder, everything you hear us talk about today, your consultant has it on her shelf. You can always order directly from her by texting her, connecting with her on her website. Of course, we offer no contact delivery options. And we are dying to get started. I'm going to fill my water. Kim's going to get us started with our eye makeup remover and micellar water. Again, you may have full size if you're already a current Mary Kay customer. You may not have samples of that, but just follow along because we really just want to show you like what we actually do. So Kim, take it away.
I would love to. Welcome, ladies. So this Power Pack Duo is our pre-wash. So every morning and every night, whether I have on eye makeup or not, I am using the award-winning oil-free eye makeup remover. So I did put on a little bit of mascara today, and shaking it up before I pour it out onto my cotton ensures that the two primary ingredients, water and silicone, that they get a chance to mix together and do their thing. So a little goes a long way, just like with everything else that we have here in all of our product lines. And with anything that we do around the eye area, we just always want to make sure that we are being very gentle. We are not rubbing, tugging, or pulling, because rubbing equals wrinkles. The other thing that I love about this eye makeup remover is it is so good for a person like myself who has allergies. And they're really good for everybody, again, makeup or not, because they help to minimize, if not get rid of completely, the eye mites that live naturally in our eyes and love to be in that eye area when it is not clean. So it serves as a conditioner for your lashes as well. So that is another great benefit. Next up is pre-cleansing our face with micellar water. So I love the micellar water for a quick on-the-go cleanse when I need to run out and I just don't have time to do my full skincare after the gym. And I definitely always use it to take off my makeup, even if all I have on is just a little bit of powder or a little bit of CC cream or anything that might be light and gentle. I still love to use it to take it off. As a pre-cleanse, though, it works out really well. And the analogy that sometimes you'll hear is that it's kind of like sweeping before you mop, or in some cases, you know, when you have somebody come and clean your house and before they get there, you hurry up and you put all your mail where it's supposed to go and put all your shoes where they're supposed to go so that your cleaning person can come in and concentrate on dusting and vacuuming and not moving all your stuff out of the way. Same thing with the micellar water. It's getting all that extra dirt out of the way so that your cleanser can get straight to it. So let's get straight to it. Next up is, did you have something? Did I miss something, Farrah? Oh, okay. All right. I'll keep
This
it.
is my excited happy dance.
Oh, is that it? Mine looks
That
different.
was what was happening.
Mine's a little different. So next up is the cleanser that I use every day, which is in one of our 6 skincare lines. And this is actually kind of the Cadillac of our anti-aging skincare, our Timewise Repair line, formulated for those who, some of us say 45 and older. For me, I like to say if you're already seeing signs of aging and you want to kind of turn back the hands of time, Timewise Repair is the line for you. So like all of our cleansers, it is activated by water. So you want to take a moment with your fingers, with your washcloth, whatever makes sense for you, and wet your face. You want to give that cleanser every opportunity to get in there and do what it does. And just like with all of it, it's very highly concentrated. So a little will go an extremely long way. We still want to kind of go with that general rule of thumb that you've heard us talk about many, many times, and about a pea-sized amount. You want to put that on your ring and or middle finger, and then go in, evenly space out with a dot on your forehead, nose, chin, both cheeks, and I like to put a little bit down on my neck. Presumably my shirt will end up being extremely wet by the time this is all over with, but hey, everybody's shirt will be wet, right? So I'm using my fingers today because we've got a lot going on, but you'll notice that the other ladies are getting this wonderful anti-aging skincare in with their brushes. That brush just gives a nice deeper cleanse, right? It's kind of the equivalent of using a toothbrush, right? Like you can kind of go for it when you're a kid, maybe first starting out with teeth brushing, just kind of winging it using your fingers. But as you get a little more advanced in your skincare, just like with your dental care, you want to really get in there and get that deeper clean. It also helps to do a little bit of gentle daily exfoliating. And in most cases, I use my Skin Vigorate brush every day. So as this foaming cleanser is getting on there doing its job, you will feel how smooth and creamy it is, because as we get older, our skin starts to lose some of those properties that naturally seal in and hold and attract moisture. So it's really great to have a product such as this that's really helping to put some of that moisture back and help us to retain it with some of those natural things that do that. So once you have had a chance to get it all in, go ahead, take your washcloth. You're going to use a lot of washcloths and a lot of water here today, and get that cleanser off. Make sure you get it all the way off.
All right. I love Timewise Repair Foaming Facial Cleanser. I am a 3D girl, and it is my favorite line. But like we mentioned at the top, you can actually mix and mingle. And so there are times if I feel like my skin's a little drier, I may use the foaming facial cleanser for a little while, and it's just so amazing. Okay, so those that have used the 3D, those of you that have used the foaming facial cleanser now to date in the Hydrasession, let us know in the comments. What do you think? What are you liking better? You liking them equally? You see how you could incorporate both in your skincare regime on a regular basis? Cool thing is you can always do that. Whew. All right, you guys, in our Hydrasession, we start off, of course, with our cleanser, which is what we start off with everything. And then we get to jump into microdermabrasion. You're actually going to want to keep your face wet for your microdermabrasion. You may have seen that your consultant sent you both the pack, the microdermabrasion refine, along with the pore minimizing serum. In this series, we're not necessarily going to use the pore minimizing serum for the purposes of our Hydrasession today. However, you can hold on to the pore minimizing serum, use it at another time, or maybe you've used it before in your previous microdermabrasion. Okay, so Alicia, we're going to do some microdermabrasion refine. Take it away. Tell us what we got.
All right. So the microdermabrasion defined is really, really, really good for your skin, especially to get away all those dead skin cells. So what you want to do is you're going to put just a little bit on. A little goes a long way, as Kimberly mentioned. So you're going to use your middle finger there. I use my ring finger, and I'm going to go ahead and dot on my forehead, dot on my nose, dot on my chin and my two cheeks. And I'm going to do the neck too as well. So you want to make sure that you are gently rubbing in an upward motion, and you're going to rub it all over your skin. So I like to kind of, as bad as it sounds, it really does feel a little bit like sandpaper on your skin. But once you take it off, it's going to feel fantastic. So what's happening is these are little crystals that are actually going to remove those dead skin cells a lot easier. I highly recommend doing this in the shower because you'll notice that all of these little crystals are going to take a little bit of time to get off. All right, so once you have it scrubbed in really well, you can go ahead and take your wet washcloth and you can wipe it away. And you'll notice the skin is nice and smooth once you're done.
Yes, I love that. So microdermabrasion, as we go through, we'll be sharing with you how do we use these products in regular everyday order. On Mondays, we micro. So today is Monday. So if we weren't doing the whole entire Hydrasession, we would still micro because it's Monday. All right. So typically, unless it's your quarterly Hydrasession event, you're not going to mix and mingle all these products. On Mondays, we micro. On Wednesdays, we charcoal, even though we're about to charcoal in a second. And on Fridays, it's facial peel Fridays. So typically, you'll also notice, just like Kim mentioned, I typically will actually use my brush for microdermabrasion. However, because we're doing so many things today, and I used my brush with my cleanser, I will not use my brush on the Hydrasession day. Although typically when I apply microdermabrasion, absolutely, if you want a deeper cleanse with your fingers, it's a lot of pressure. But if you even want a little deeper on micro Mondays, regular micro Mondays, I do actually use my brush for my microdermabrasion. All right, you guys. Now remember, typical Monday, I'd close up those pores with my pore minimizing serum, but it's not a typical Monday. It's Hydrasession Monday. All right. So we're going to keep exfoliating. Hydrasession is divided into two parts. You've got your super exfoliating parts with your exfoliation, microdermabrasion, your charcoal mask, and your facial peel. And then you've got your super hydrating parts. So it's literally like we're uncovering, and then recovering. Okay. And so we're going to continue along as we move through in our super exfoliation, and we're going to do our charcoal mask. All right. You will notice, those of us that have full size, we're going to be using our masking brushes. I got a question earlier. Hey, can you sub in like a pink mask or another mask? Hydrasession is very specific. There is no substitutions. We don't recommend any substitutions. So not even with other products, and not even other products in Mary Kay. Like the products we tell you on screen, those are the products. You can't use any other products. Okay. All right. I do not recommend it, let's say. All right. We've tested and, gone through the ingredients of all these products and the reactions and all of that good stuff. Now, charcoal mask is probably among one of my favorite products in Mary Kay. For most of you, it was probably your first supplement exposure in Mary Kay. I'm going to guess it was the charcoal mask. Okay. First of all, the smell. OMG. What you're smelling is a little bit of mint and a little bit of rosemary, and it just smells so good. You can actually literally feel the mint opening up your pores. Notice how we're staying away from our eye area. If a product is not for your eyes, it should not be near your eyes. Our Mary Kay charcoal mask is a wipe off, not a peel away. So there will be no tears, no losing of eyebrows. So you don't have to feel like, oh my God, let me make sure I don't get it near my eyebrows. Okay. You don't want to purposely put it in there, but it's going to be fine. All right. And so what does charcoal mask do? Charcoal, as a general rule, charcoal has a magnetic property to it, and it literally acts like a magnet and pulls out everything that's on the surface of our skin that is not supposed to be there. We're all constantly being exposed to toxins and all sorts of things like that. And so your charcoal mask acts like a magnet to get rid of those things that are not supposed to be there. We, of course, have to let it dry. And so while we do that, we're going to make sure you get to know us as your Hydrasession leaders. Okay. And we're also going to give you the opportunity. We always say whenever you come to a Mary Kay Beauty experience, we find that most women end up leaving in one of three ways. Many women love the products and decide they want to become happy Mary Kay customers. Yay! We have the second category of women who loves the products, becomes a customer, and also is like, you have got to reach out to my mom, my sister, my best friend, and share with them these products. They need to know too, okay? And that is called being a connector. And then we have our third category of women who says, wait a minute, if I'm going to be loving these products and purchasing them myself, and I'm going to be telling others about them, maybe I should make some extra income while I'm doing that. And they decide to become a consultant, okay? We're going to give you the opportunity to become a connector right now as we wait for our masks to dry. So in a minute, we're going to get to meet Kim. She's going to be sharing with you her story. But as she's doing that, you can also be going through your phone and thinking about all the people that you know, no matter where they live in the world, literally the world, because technology connects us all. Who do you know that might enjoy a beauty experience like we did here today? Text the name and number of as many women as you can think of directly to your consultant. Your consultant is going to let us know how many women you nominated for a beauty experience, and you're going to get that number of entries into the raffle, okay? Remember, we've got our little raffle going on here. All right, hold on. I got to show it to you guys. Hold on. Can you guys see this? Okay. Yes. All right. So you guys see that? We got our little raffle going on here. All right. So we're going to make sure that you guys get entered in your names. So one of the ways you can get entered right now, as we wait for our mask to dry and as Kim is sharing a little of her story, text your consultant. Oh, you have to call this person. Text her the name and the number, consultants. As you're getting entries from your guest, make sure that you text Kim or myself. You can put it, in a Voxer or anything like that. And let Kim know how many women your fabulous consultant nominated. So Kim, tell us a little bit about you. What made you decide to start a Mary Kay business? What do you enjoy the most about this Mary Kay business opportunity? Kim, take it away.
Yes, ma'am. So I am Kimberly Brown, obviously, and I think it's a square today, maybe not a rectangle. My square is in Cleveland, Ohio. By day, I am an arts educator and administrator for Cleveland Public Schools. Super duper demanding job. I love it. I love my children. I love having the opportunity to serve and educate them and really just usher them into adulthood. And during the pandemic, there was some concern on my part, and I think rightly so, that there might not be as stable of a job kind of waiting for me at the other end of whatever this was going to turn out to be in 2020. So I came to a beauty session such as this and heard a little bit about Mary Kay, tried the products a little bit and decided, you know what, I'm going to take a chance on myself. Because what I heard in that session was, first of all, there was a ton of flexibility. I've had side hustles, I've had part-time jobs, and what I appreciate is that there's nobody telling me when to work, how to work, any of that. It's flexible. It's my business, and I get to decide, is this a month or a quarter or a year where I'm just giving out catalogs or sending people things, in the mail? Or am I really on here kind of leaning in, doing Hydrasession, talking to ladies when I go to work and all the other things? So the flexibility of it was really very attractive to me. And there's a freedom that comes along with running your own business. Those of you who have your own business, who are entrepreneurs, I know that you probably can appreciate that as well. There is a bit of freedom in knowing that no one gets to decide whether or not your role is needed any longer, right? I've been downsized before when we had the last recession in 2008, and yeah, not really a very good feeling. I mean, obviously I bounced back, everything is fine, but it's just not a good feeling. And it really is nice to know that with my business, there's never a day when I can look up and say, oh my gosh, I don't have any money or I can't afford it, because what I know I have is a whole lot of products that work really, really well. And there's a whole lot of ladies, men, children, etc., who would love to transform their faces. So there's a freedom in that for me, and knowing that that's always at my fingertips. And what I've discovered since I've been here is that It's fun. Many of you are repeat customers and you've seen me on screen before on Mondays when we do bingo or at a birthday party. If you've had a birthday in the last 6 months or so, or any of these other times when you've gotten a chance to see me, and I'm on here all the time because this is fun for me. It's fun to be able to talk to women and help them understand what kinds of things are going to work for their skin, what's going to make them look good so they feel good. That makes me feel good. That fills me with joy. And last but certainly not least, the fact that I and all of the rest of the consultants all around the world, Mary Kay sold in 40 countries, over 40 countries actually, and we make 50% commission on every single product that we sell. No matter if it is our first day or our 50th year as brand ambassadors, 50%, that's the highest commission in direct sales in the United States. And I think it's pretty sweet, right? What else that means is that all of these products that we're putting on our faces, these full-size products, that, newsflash, we really use them. But we get them for half off as well. So those are things that I am loving about my business. I love Hydrasession. I'm excited to be here. Ladies, please, 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 as you are texting your consultant names, don't forget to put stuff in the comments because I am furiously back here typing and I want somebody to win a great prize today.
All right. Kim, we loved hearing from you. Loved hearing your story. Our masks are getting drier. I love what you mentioned. Just the fun, the freedom, the flexibility, 50% off. That is just like one of my favorite things as well. So thank you so much for sharing. Thank you for telling us a little of your story. And you guys, our mask is getting nice and dry. Before we fully take it off, we're going to also do our satin lip scrub. This is part of our exfoliating. By the way, for those of you that have full-size satin hands at home, this is also the point where I would tell you to go ahead and do your hand softener and your hand exfoliate as well. That technically can be part of the Hydrasession as well, because we're doing exfoliating all the things, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and you're gonna take the sugar scrub, or it may be labeled Lips 1 on your thing, or satin lip scrub, whatever. It's labeled something like that. And you're going to go ahead and we're going to get rid of the dead, dry skin on our lips. Now, this can be done as often as you feel you need to. I tend to do it while I do my mask. It literally is a sugar scrub, okay? Helps get rid of the dead, dry skin that is on our lips, especially you northerners, all right, as we start getting into winter. Winter would be a relief, although we're not going to call on winter too soon, okay? Right. All right. And so gets rid of that dead, dry skin that tends to form on our lips. The scrub is literally made of sugar. Okay. So you will not die if you eat it. It will be fine. And guess what? The little crystals, I often get these questions, dissolve right down the drain. So no harming of fishies or anything like that. Okay. Now that we have our mask on, it's nice and dry. Like I mentioned, every single mask, peel, everything you're going to use today is a wipe off, not a peel away. Very often, even with the facial peel, people think it's a peel off. It's not. It's a wipe off. And I absolutely love that. So we've got, our water. We're going to take our washcloth and you're literally going to wipe it right off and also wipe off your lips as you do that. When you're looking at a mask, you're looking at how easily does it come on and how easily does it come off. And so I love how easily this mask went on, especially if you have a masking brush like you saw us use. You don't even get any mess on your fingers, and that is just awesome. We're going to use that, especially in a Hydrasession when we do so many different masks. You're going to see us taking out and using that masking brush throughout our time together. And then look how easily my charcoal mask comes off, and your skin literally feels like it's breathing. So now you've done almost 2/3 of our super exfoliating. You've done your micro, which in isolation is done every Monday. You've now done your charcoal. In isolation, it's Charcoal Wednesday. All right. And you've done your satin lips. We're going to move on to our hydrogel eye patches and our Revealing Radiance facial peel. We like to kind of put some eye patches around our eyes before we do our Revealing Radiance facial peel. So Alicia is going to talk us through those amazing hydrogel eye patches. Now, this is one of those, you may have a sample, you may not have a sample. So just hang out with us, learn all about it if you don't have the sample. But if you do have the sample, go ahead and open it up. Alicia's going to walk us through how to put on our hydrogel eye patches, what they do before we do our revealing Radiance facial peel. Alicia, take it away.
All right. These are so amazing. I highly, highly recommend when you get one of these, because you definitely will want one after this, put it in the refrigerator because it's like aloe right underneath your eyes. So those of you that get dark circles or puffiness specifically around the eye area, I know I do. I love to use these, especially when we are masking. So if you look at this, it comes with a cute little applicator. So it has a little applicator so you don't have to have your eyes touch your, or have your hands touch your eyes. All right. And I'm going to go ahead and take one of the eye patches here, if it'll work with me. There we go. Maybe. All right. And I'm just going to go ahead and apply that onto my eye area here. And it's going to go right underneath that eye, usually where you have those bags. And you can just smooth that out. You'll notice it's nice and slimy, pink and shiny. And it's pretty awesome. Feels great on that skin. I'm going to have to fix these afterward. All right.
Yep, we're going to be doing the facial peel in a minute. Kim's going to walk us through it. And I typically will do my hydrogel eye patches also on my facial peel night. Facial peel is probably the strongest mask we're going to use of the whole entire evening. You'll notice Alicia's not going to put it on as a breastfeeding mama. She's not going to put that on. But other than that, you know, unless you're breastfeeding, everybody else can use the Revealing Radiance facial peel. It is part of the Timewise repair line. Kim's going to walk us through it in a minute, but you definitely do not want to get that one anywhere near your eye area. So I tend to do my hydrogel eye patches on my facial peel nights because then it serves as also as a kind of like a barrier of protection between my eye area and the facial peel that I'm about to do. All right, Alicia, was there anything more you wanted to say about the hydrogel eye patches before we put our facial peel on?
Nope, just enjoy.
All right, so the rest of us that are not currently breastfeeding are going to put our facial peel on. Kim, take it away.
So what I love about these right now is that you really can't do a lot of talking or else they'll slide off. So have fun watching me try to talk you through the next thing without my eye patches being on my cheeks. Not that I can't use a little help down there with some moisture and anti-aging too. So Revealing Radiance Facial Peel, like Farrah said, it's in the Timewise repair line, and it is hands down my favorite supplement of all of the supplements that we use here. Here's why. It is equal parts mask and equal parts exfoliator. So I'm going to just start putting it on, and you should too. It's a scary name, right? Revealing Radiance Facial Peel. And then when you get down to like the nerdy pants, like, what does that really mean? Well, it is an alpha hydroxy acid. It's AHA. It is glycolic acid. Well, that doesn't make it sound any less scary now, does it? Turns out there's absolutely nothing scary about it. Those kinds of acids are actually naturally derived. And what they do and what this does for your skin is it peels off those dead skin cells that are not just on the surface, but underneath that very, very top layer of your skin. Again, trying to do this on the screen is kind of fun. Watch me work. So I love that in just 10 to 20 minutes, I get some of the softest, smoothest skin. And even though it goes on a little bit of tingling is totally expected. And understandable, and we kind of expect for that to happen. If it is burning, you want to definitely make sure that you rinse it off. It is definitely the strongest, but for a person like myself with sensitive skin who is always constantly craving putting this on, you'll find that it's actually more gentle than you would ever imagine, certainly just from hearing the name and some of the descriptions. So this glycolic peel is getting down underneath the surface and really gently ripping away all of those dead skin cells that are just holding on down there for dear life and making your skin look dry and dull and a little textured. So we'll leave this on for a little while and let it do what it does. It'll stop feeling tingly in probably about 4 seconds now, and we'll give it an opportunity to do its work.
Yay! And as we do that, we're going to get to meet Miss Alicia Nelson. So Alicia, tell us all about you. What made you decide to start a Mary Kay business? And what have you enjoyed the most about building your Mary Kay business?
Hello, everyone. I'm Alicia Nelson, and I am a full-time 6th and 7th grade science teacher. Well, I was. I currently took on the entrepreneurship road, and I am doing my business full-time. I am a mom of a 5-month-old, and I started my business, believe it or not, 3 days before I got married. I needed some positivity in my life, and I really wanted to grow as an individual. So I took on the entrepreneurship lead, and with my Mary Kay business, I was able to grow as an individual, not only to be a better teacher, but to be a better person in the long run, as well as a better mom and a better wife. It's taught me so many skills that I had before, but didn't know how to utilize them. So the leadership skills have been incredible. Just everyone helping and pitching in, especially when I became pregnant. Everyone was there for me, and it really empowered me to be the woman I am today.
Yay! I love that, Alicia. Thank you so much for sharing. And I agree with you. One of like the side benefits that people don't really talk about related to Mary Kay is that personal growth and development, whether for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. I don't think there's anything bad that happens from starting a Mary Kay business, right? So I love that. And we've loved having you as part of the family. Well, I will share with you guys as we finish up waiting for our Revealing Radiance facial peel to dry. One of the things that I've loved about building my Mary Kay business, I have now been building my Mary Kay business for about 14 years. If you can believe it, when I started Mary Kay, I was practicing law full time. I'm a lawyer by trade. And so everybody always asks me, Vera, how on earth does a lawyer wind up selling lipstick with Mary Kay? All right. And I will tell you, my cousin who lives in Connecticut calls me one day and she's like, Vera, I'm so excited. I just started a brand new business with Mary Kay. And I was like, what's Mary Kay? Okay, you guys, I had never heard of it, didn't know anything about it. But she said, well, listen, I'm coming down to Miami. Would you mind doing a little Mary Kay party for me? And I said, sure, no problem. So I picked her up from the airport and she asked me to take her to her national sales director's house so she could get all the things she needed to do what we're kind of going to doing here today. So you guys, we pull up into this woman's driveway. She had a pink Cadillac Escalade in her driveway. She was dripping in over 45 carats of diamonds she had earned with the company. I found out that day that she was the youngest national sales director in Mary Kay history, youngest Mary Kay millionaire in Mary Kay history, and she and I had gone to high school together, okay? And I couldn't believe it. And so that day I literally left her house and I said, I don't know what Mary Kay is all about, but sign me up. So I called my mom with great enthusiasm and excitement. I said, Mom, I'm going to start a Mary Kay business. My mother was not quite as enthusiastic as I was, but I went ahead and started anyway. And within 7 months of starting my Mary Kay business, I joined the top 1% of Mary Kay as a sales director, earned my very first Mary Kay career car, and was loving what I was doing. And really, you guys, two main things that stuck out to me were, number one, just the heart of Mary Kay. Right? Mary Kay, the woman, was an actual woman that started this business when she was 55 years old after having had a very successful career and other direct selling endeavors, she decided to start this business. And she built it on the principles of faith first, family second, career third, and the golden rule of do unto others as you would have them do unto you. And that impressed me, not just as like a line that Mary Kay says, but that as a corporate culture, they live out that value. Mary Kay, the company, donates over $57 million to keeping domestic violence shelters open within the United States, and also has donated over $19 million into research into cancers that affect women, primarily ovarian cancer and breast cancer. So I love that. And I love that we have actual products, like Kim mentioned, that we all actually use. We have an actual system for it. And as a brand ambassador, if you ever choose just to share the products, because you're making 50% on everything that you sell, you can actually earn income from that. If you choose to access the other avenues of income in Mary Kay, like helping other women put money in their pocket by building a team, or maybe the career car program, that's great. But if you only choose the avenue of sharing the products, you're making 50%. And these are some amazing products. Mary Kay products are well researched. Hundreds of thousands of research dollars go into the products before you ever putting them on your skin. None of that research, however, is done on animals. Mary Kay is 100% cruelty free, both here in the United States and abroad. Mary Kay is sold in over 40 countries. And so because of that, we abide by the higher level EU Commission standard on skincare. Just to give you an idea, you guys, the FDA regulates skincare and glamour in the United States, and they only ban 11 chemicals from skincare and glamour. European Union regulates skincare and glamour pretty much all over the rest of the world, and they ban over 1,372 products from skincare and glamour. So we abide by that higher level EU standard. So these are just products that I'm comfortable with, proud to represent, use daily. As we mentioned, we do whatever skincare regime we do. On Mondays, we micro. On Wednesdays, we charcoal. On Fridays is facial peel Fridays, okay? And so we are actually now ready to kind of take that facial peel off. Again, even though it says the word peel, it is not a peel, okay? It is a wipe off. So you guys, we freshened up, some of us freshened up our water. Again, my washcloth now is nice and fresh. I'm going to actually take my hydrogel eye patches off first. So I'm just going to gently remove them. Just like that, nice and cooling. You cannot reuse them before y'all start texting me. Okay, so I just tossed it, all right? Okay, and then I'm gonna gently, again, just wipe my facial peel off. Skin is feeling so amazing. This is kind of like the last of our super exfoliating part of our beauty experience, and we're gonna move into the hydration part. Remember, Hydrasession is two parts: exfoliation and hydration. Okay, and so as exfoliation, you did microdermabrasion, you did your charcoal mask, you did your revealing radiance facial peel, you did your satin lips scrub. Okay, and so now we're going to move into really, when we do all those things, that exfoliation, it's great. We're getting rid of dead, dry skin, helping out with hyperpigmentation, opening up and cleaning our pores. But what happens is, in doing all that, we also strip moisture from the skin. So it is time to lock in and reseal and replenish that moisture that we've lost back into our skin. And so we're going to do that to start off with our nourishing oil and our shea butter lip balm for our lips. Now, Alicia's going to walk you through and talk you through the nourishing oil. It's literally her favorite product. She was a customer of mine before she was a consultant, and that was the first thing she ever purchased. You probably don't have that as a sample because the way it comes is the way it comes, and Alicia will share with you a little bit about that. All right, and so Alicia, tell us about this nourishing oil. We've got the full size. They don't have samples, so you're going to describe it really well. Okay, go ahead.
Of course I will. It's my favorite product. As Farah mentioned, this was my very first purchase, and it has been amazing. When I say multi-purpose, I do mean multi-purpose. So not only do you use this for moisturizing, but I also use it on my cuticles for my nails and my dead ends on my hair as well. And it's great. Those of you that have dry elbows, I have no dry elbows anymore. So if you'll notice, this is in a glass bottle. and it does come with a glass dropper as well. Reason being is because we don't want to change the components in here. It is 100% natural origin, so basically squeezed from a tree, and it's in your bottle. So what you do with the nourishing oil is you honestly only need 1 to 2 drops. So I put it on my ring finger, and I go ahead and make my fingers kiss, and I gently rub it upward and start to moisturize my skin. Now, a lot of you might be wondering, okay, well, I have oily skin, so why would I put oil on my skin? Well, believe it or not, before I had my son, I had very, very oily skin. And what this product does is it has what's called squalene in it, and it's fantastic because it goes right into the skin. It makes it be absorbable versus staying on your skin and creating an oil all over your skin. So this is fantastic, and it even smells like a tropical island.
I love that. All right, you guys, so good. It smells really light. I'm allergic to everything that smells. Okay. It gives me a headache. I mean, I cry in the corner. It's awful. If somebody sprays perfume around me, I'm down for the count. So this is very, very lightly scented, just the natural, all of the products you're using, any fragrance you might sense is just the natural fragrance from the plants, the plant-based products. And so I absolutely love that. We're gonna do our shea butter bomb, Alicia.
Yes. Yeah. So like Farrah mentioned, you did a bunch of exfoliation. So you definitely need to nourish your lips as well. So after you do the sugar scrub, you're going to have a lip balm in there. It may say lips 2 in a little container. And you're going to go ahead and just smooth that on your lips and rub them together. That is actually putting the moisture back into your lips. So that way your lips will stay nice and moist versus dry.
All right. I love it. Okay. So on Mondays, we micro. On Wednesdays, we charcoal. On Fridays is facial peel Fridays. Because facial peel Fridays, the glycolic facial peel is one of the strongest products. I also tend to do what we're going to do tonight to close up our gel renewing mask. I tend to do that actually every Friday as well and sleep with it on. We are going to sleep with this mask on. It is the only mask that you can sleep with, okay? So you don't want to sleep with all the other masks, all right? This is our gel, our renewing gel mask. Remember, we really stripped, we did some super exfoliation. We really stripped out the moisture. When you do the facial peel, you're doing that too. And so this is a renewing gel mask. Again, whether you have oily skin or not, once a week, totally fine. We're going to spread it on just like we did with all of the other masks. I'm going to use my masking brush. When I sleep in it, you can use it as a regular mask where you just put it on for 10 minutes and take it right off. But when you sleep with it, guys, you are really, really locking in moisture. So I really suggest that, especially on Hydrasession nights, you definitely sleep with it, because what you're doing is you're restoring that moisture you lost back into your skin, and you're really allowing it to sink in and lock in. You know that the major difference between a grape and a raisin is moisture. And we want your skin to be nice and healthy and moisturized regularly. So we didn't use our night cream tonight that you would use in your regular skincare regime. So you're going to be moisturizing, of course, on a daily basis using your night cream and whatever line that you're using. But this is just an extra mask to help renew, as its name implies, and replenish the excess moisture and really, really lock it in. So you're going to feel, your skin is going to feel amazing. Don't forget to wash your face when you wake up tomorrow morning. That's important. Okay. Your skin is going to feel amazing. You're going to wash it with either your 4-in-1 cleanser or whatever remains of your sample repair. And you're going to feel how nice and soft your skin feels. So, oh my gosh, you guys, amazing. Our goal, as always, is just to help women love the skin they're in. We hope this was a blessing to you. We appreciate your feedback. I'm going to share with you in a minute some of the deals that we have, but make sure to let us know, what was your favorite products you tried today? You probably tried or heard about a lot of different things that you didn't hear about or use before. So we want to make sure you let us know, what was your favorite product you have today? And you guys, we need your opinion. So make sure you schedule your 5 minutes with Farrah to get entered into our $500 monthly cash contest. How do you schedule your 5 minutes with Farrah? Well, first, you need to have an individual consultation with your beauty consultant. You're going to let her know what, if anything, you'd like to take home with you, what you loved, what questions you have. I know we went fast through some of these things. And so you're going to have that. Maybe you want to try one of these products in isolation. Maybe you're like, wait a minute, I need to like just do the facial peel. Okay. Or I need to just do micro if I've never done that. Of course, connect with your consultant. Maybe, like we said, you want to be a hostess and you want your friends to experience something like this. So you can be a hostess and earn some free stuff. Or maybe you're intrigued by some of the things we mentioned about Mary Kay from a business perspective. And you're like, I've been thinking about it. I think I'm like ready to take a shot. And if that's you, of course, we'd love to welcome you to the family. It's so easy to start a Mary Kay business. You basically fill out a beauty agreement. It is not a marriage contract, okay? It is a piece of paper that says, this is my name, this is my pertinent information. I want the right to be a wholesaler with Mary Kay. That means I want the right to buy the products at 50% off and sell them to the end user for 100%, okay? Right? Very, very straightforward. And in the month of June, you guys, when you start a Mary Kay business in the next T-minus 3 days, okay, you do have the opportunity for certain products to actually get 60% higher levels of profit. So if you've ever thought about a Mary Kay business, I will tell you, June is the time to really get it started. If the only thing that is holding you back is like fear or you don't know, I promise you, you have everything to gain and nothing to lose. So I absolutely love, love, love this. Okay. So some of the things we tried today. Okay. Our Hydrasession thing is not loading, so it's all good. All right. So you guys, your consultant will connect with you for any of the deals you want to experience today. Of course, you can do things a la carte. As a reminder, we have our exfoliating products, which is going to include your microdermabrasion, your charcoal mask, and your facial peel. And we have our hydrating products, your hydrogel eye patches, your nourishing oil, your moisture gel renewing mask, your satin lips balm. Okay. And so you guys, we had an amazing time with you. I'm going to check out and find out what are some of the things you guys love. So Kim loves her lip balm, right? Miss Pat is on. She loves microdermabrasion. Ava's on. She loves the nourishing oil. PETA is commenting for David. He loves the charcoal mask. Okay. PETA herself loves the microdermabrasion. Carrie's here. She liked the microdermabrasion. Love, love, love that. We're so grateful you guys chose to spend some time with us this evening. We're going to give away products. So if you have any other comments, make sure to let us know. And if your consultants, make sure to let Kim know. If your customers connected you to anybody and we need to know about that, make sure you let Kim know that as well. Okay, so I just want to scan, make sure, do we have any other questions? Yes, people are loving everything. All right, you guys, we're going to give away some free stuff. Carrie, you're so welcome. We're so grateful that you were here. All right, Kim, let's give away some free stuff. Thank you for manning our wheel. We're going to give away one free prize. Here we go. All right. And our winner is what? Miss Monique. Pretty sure Monique P is one of Christine Howard's customers. And I think she's been to a Hydrasession before. So we're so grateful to have had you back. Thank you guys. Welcome to another quarter. The next time we will do Hydrasession happiness. So you may want to start collecting products from your consultant so that you can join in with all the products with us as well. The next time we will do it will be Monday, September 26th at 8 p.m., just like we did here today. Now we're going to take a break from MKPJ Party Monday because of the July 4th holiday next Monday. But you guys, bingo, bingo, bingo. Everybody's favorite thing is going to be Monday, July 11th at 8 p.m. Birthday girls, we're going to get ready to celebrate you. July birthday babies, I know there's some of you out there. We're going to get ready to celebrate you on Monday, July 18th. And then the July 25th, stay tuned for a makeup. We're gonna have some makeup tips, and we're gonna focus on some glamour stuff on that PJ Party Monday on Monday, July 25th. All right. So thank you guys. We'll see you at the next event. Thank you. Thank you, Alicia. Thank you, Kim. Great job.